Welcome to our ELA video, fifth grade. We are working this week on analyzing main ideas and supporting details. We're going to be pulling these from the book we've been reading, the Mary Celeste story. So let's get started. Main idea is the most important thing that the writer is trying to communicate to the reader. And everything else in the text should tell us more about that main idea. That main idea is like the one central idea. Every paragraph or passage or a nonfiction story has a main idea. Sometimes it's easy to find, other times we have to do a little bit more digging for it. So if you think about main idea and details like an ice cream cone, the main idea is like your cone. It's the base of everything. Tells us what the story is mostly about. And then the scoops of ice cream on top of that are like our supporting details. They give us more information about that main idea. The main idea on its own is fine, but those supporting details, those scoops of ice cream on top, are what really enhance and teach us a lot about this topic. So they're both needed, but they are a little bit different than one another. So when you are trying to find the main idea, there's three steps that you take. The first step is to identify. Identify the topic. What is this passage all about? In a word or a short phrase, what is the topic? Step two, reflect. What supporting details does the author teach us about this topic? Or in other words, what does the author really want me to know about this topic? What seems most important? Step number three is to state. In one complete thought, state the topic plus the most important details about the main idea. Put that together and you have your main idea sentence. So for an example from the Mary Celeste story, let's take a look here. This is a question from our online school. It's got two parts to it. Part A asks us which statement is a main idea of the Mary Celeste, an unsolved mystery from history. So our choices: in the 1870s, pirates no longer attacked ships in the Atlantic Ocean. Sailors who found the Mary Celeste most likely attacked the ship to make a profit. C. Captain Morehouse knew Captain Briggs and was saddened by his disappearance. Or D. To this day, no one knows why the Mary Celeste was abandoned by its crew. Well, if we think about the story of the Mary Celeste, it was all about this ship that mysteriously became abandoned and then another ship found and sailed back into harbor. So our main idea statement would be D. To this day, no one knows why the Mary Celeste was abandoned by its crew. There are many details from the text that support this idea, that tell us that this was very mysterious. No one could figure out why they went missing. Part B asks us to find a supporting detail that will back up the main idea that we chose from Part A. We have Captain Morehouse knew that Captain Briggs was a good sailor, a smart master, and fair to his crew. Morehouse expected that he and his crew would get about half that amount from bringing the Mary Celeste into port. It is a mystery still waiting to be solved, or the last of them had been seen in the 1830s. Well, since we decided our main idea was that to this day no one knows why the Mary Celeste was abandoned, then we're looking for a detail that's going to support that idea, that nobody knows what happened. So the third choice from Part B, the quote that says, "It is a mystery still waiting to be solved," best supports our main idea because that detail helps us to know that this mystery is one that has baffled people for many, many years. So we'll be doing more practice with those main ideas and supporting details, but this is a great jump start on it, fifth grade.